Everybody, it's Dr. Morgan. Welcome to Astronomy and Cosmology for fall of 2022. I like to record a little introductory video about the class before I even go into all the syllabus stuff and all the course policies, and I posted it up to Canvas before the course even starts. So today is Thursday, the 25th. Class starts next Monday, and I just thought I would put this up just as a little introduction, just to give you a vague sense of how the course is going to run. And then I'll put some more detailed videos up tomorrow, and they'll all be ready to go in the course for Monday. This is my lab, McNear Hall, room 301. If you're on campus, feel free to drop by sometime. This is where we would be having class if we were having class in person, but I've been teaching this class online since the pandemic. In the back, we've got our great big telescopes. We'll talk about our telescopes later on in the semester when we talk about telescopes in general. I got a little telescope here, so there's cool science stuff in here, but everything we will be doing in this class is going to be online. I just finished teaching a summer version of this class, a 8-week summer class, so very, very fast. But one of the things I did over the summer, because I had lots of free time and was only teaching, well, I don't know about free time, I had a little extra time because I was only teaching one class, is I recorded a bunch of new videos. Let me show you guys where I've been recording videos. Down the hall, across from the elevator, there's a little room that used to be a seminar room that I have converted for the time being into my own little motion picture studio. So I am recording my videos with green screen background, professional lighting. I'm shooting them in 4K. I'm using OBS. It's a free video studio program to superimpose me over top of the keynote, so it's not like the old Zoom days where the lecture's here and the professor's a little tiny square up in the corner. So about half of the videos for the course, maybe a little bit more, have been redone and are all brand new. Over the course of this semester, I'm going to try to update the other half. So several times a week, I will post links and dates to videos that I recorded. My videos tend to be between 15 minutes and maybe 40 minutes at the top end. I'll also be posting links to videos that other people have recorded. Crash Course Physics, Crash Course Astronomy, PBS Space-Time, a YouTube channel called Astrum. Really high quality, really interesting videos. Those tend to be shorter. 5-6 minutes, 7-8 minutes, sometimes 10-12 minutes. You can expect, on average, about an hour's worth of material on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm going to split that up and post dates for every single day of the course. So you'll have some stuff to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Now, because this is an online course, you can do that. You can watch those videos somewhat at your own pace. I would recommend every other day. Every day if you can devote a half hour every day or an hour every other day. I would try really hard not to ever fall more than 3 days behind, because if you fall more than 3 days behind, suddenly you've got 2 hours of astronomy videos to watch, and maybe you're not going to be paying attention after watching an hour and a half of astronomy videos. So I have paced the course to have about a half hour a day of videos, readings, questions and assignments you'll have to do, lab activities that you'll do over the weekends. They'll be assigned on Friday and due the following week. I'll get into all of that stuff when I talk about the course policies and grading and what's worth what. I just wanted to show you my little room here to show you where I'll be coming from when I'm recording my videos. Like I said, I got my lights, I got my 4K camera. So I'm doing my best to get some high quality stuff up that's enjoyable to watch. And is up to date. One of the things about astronomy that's really challenging for me is that astronomy changes very, very quickly. Usually when you're taking an introductory class, you're learning basic stuff that doesn't really change from year to year. If you're taking calculus has been the same since the 1800s. If you're taking English, grammar and punctuation don't change that quickly or that often. Astronomy changes really, really fast. I have to learn new stuff every year. I can't use 10-year-old lectures because we have learned a bunch of stuff since 10 years ago. So keeping the lectures up to date is something I try to do. Keeping you guys informed of current events is something I try to do. By the way, speaking of current events, the Monday that our class starts, NASA is launching a new rocket to the moon. It is a test of the new human crewed spaceflight program with the Orion capsule and the Artemis rocket. The mission that's being launched on Monday is not going to have any people in it, but it's going to launch to the moon and around the moon and back, just to show that we can still do that, because we have not sent a human being to the moon since the early 1970s. We have not sent a human being more than 600 miles from planet of the Earth since the 1970s. The International Space Station and the orbital missions that we send are just 300, 600 miles above the surface of the Earth. So this is a return to kind of deep space exploration with humans. Hopefully by 2024, 2025, we'll be sending humans back to the moon. So a big deal for human crewed spaceflight. That happens on Monday. I will post some links to Canvas, so that if you want to hit the ground running on Monday, the first thing you can do is watch the NASA launch. And there's lots of other interesting stuff going on in astronomy right now. One of the biggest is the launch of the JWST, the successor to the Hubble Space Telescope, which, if you've been paying attention to science news, is returning extraordinary pictures of space to scientists on Earth, and we're going to learn a lot over the next couple of decades from the JWST, as much as we learned from the Hubble and more. So it's a really interesting, exciting time in astronomy. It means me keeping up with what's the latest news and passing that on to you guys. So I'll just go ahead and stop that there. Like I said, quick introduction so you know who I am, you know what to expect in general for the course. Like I said, an hour of content every other day or so that you want to stay kept up with and don't fall behind. And I'll go through a lot more detail when we talk about the course policies and we go over the syllabus in the next video.